Alright, for this lab, you'll need a couple of supplies. You'll need wax paper, about 1 foot long. You will need icing. The icing will represent your asthenosphere. You will need a clean knife. Stick the icing for now. You will need 1 solid, large graham cracker piece. You and your partner will share a single piece. And you'll need a fruit roll-up. You and your partner, again, can share a single fruit roll-up. A beaker of water will be at your table already. Okay, so reading through the instructions, I'm going to go through this briefly. I do expect you to read the instructions as you go through the lab very carefully. This is just a demonstration. First part is the divergent. You're going to first cut your fruit roll-up into 2 3-inch pieces. So we've got about 3 inches here. You can either cut with the plastic on or off, it doesn't matter, as long as you take the plastic off later. There's 1 3-inch piece, and we've got another 3-inch piece. Do not eat anything until the entire lab is done. Set everything aside for later. Okay, we've got 2 3-inch pieces. You're gonna get a large dab of icing. You're gonna spread it so it's about the size of a full graham cracker. Alright, so don't be stingy, but don't use up the entire tub either. A large scooping on the knife should be more than enough. Okay, we've got a large amount of icing there. Alright, you're going to place the 2 fruit roll-up pieces side by side. Remember what these guys represent. The fruit roll-up is your oceanic lithosphere crust, and the icing is the asthenosphere. As these 2 plates are diverging, that means they're going to come across. So we've got divergent, oceanic, oceanic. You're going to push down and apart. If you are successful, you should form a little mid-ocean ridge right there. As you can see, the land actually was made and it came up. Okay? Alright, so that's part 1. Peel these off. Save them for later. Again, do not eat anything, do not lick anything. We don't want any germs. Respread your icing for part 2. Alright, part 2, you're going to gently break your graham cracker into the 4 separate pieces along the pre-established lines. Alright, for part 2, we are doing oceanic, continental, convergent. So you're going to put your oceanic plate down, your continental plate down, side by side, so the long sides together. You are going to converge them. That means they're pushing together. You will have to force this one a little bit because this is just a model. But what should happen is your oceanic, because it is less dense, will slide under your continental plate. And that's basically what you should have. You've got your continental over your oceanic plate. So take a picture of it, draw a sketch, insert it into your OneNote. Put those 2 pieces aside for later. Alright, the third step is continental, continental. You are going to use the 1 piece you've already used, continental, plus a new clean graham cracker piece. But before you put in the icing, you're going to make the end a little soggy. You're going to take your beaker of water, quickly dip it in, pull it out, shake it off. Give it a second or 2. It's already wet and it's starting to get a little soggy and squishy. Sorry, your ends, your graham cracker pieces should be end to end. And you are going to converge these together. Alright, so they're going to squish. And as you can see, it folded. If it had been dried, you would expect it to crack and snap. Instead, because it was wet, just like real land, it will fold and bend. Alright, finally, the third and final plate transformation is the transformation boundaries. Alright, take your remaining 2 clean graham cracker pieces. You're going to put them edge to edge on the asthenosphere, and pushing together, you're going to slide across. And you can't see it very well, but there's all these crumbly pieces. Imagine that was buildings or cities. Okay, so clean up your area just as you found it for your period, and take pictures, leave questions for later, and that's it.